Hey everyone, it's Beef. Before the video starts, I want to ask you guys if you'd like to see me review random AliExpress products. The products I'd be reviewing would be ones with virtually no reviews, with the goal of finding some nice hidden gems. If so, yeah, leave a comment. Thank you. Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to be taking an aluminum case that I found on AliExpress, and we're going to be mixing it with the Mad60he. So let's just get right into it. The reason I got this case was because I wanted to use it to upgrade my wooding. Because it was cheap, it looked good, and there wasn't a lot of reviews for it, so it would fit the series. But because of my last video doing so well, I thought this video would be more entertaining if I upgraded the Mad60he instead. So opening the box, all you see is the case, some screws, and these rubber feet you have to put on yourself. The overall looks of this case are super appealing to me, especially for the Mad60he, because it doesn't stray away from its original design. And that's exactly what I was going for. I wanted to upgrade the case, but still have it keep its natural look. But that doesn't mean it's perfect. There is a few things that I do need to mention about it. When I was taking a closer look on the inside of the case, I did notice some imperfections. What I saw was two divots and the paint being messed up on the left side. Luckily, both of these issues were on the inside of the case, so it is not the end of the world for me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll have the exact same experience. Whether it being you have a divot on the outside of the case that you can see at all times, or you have no issues at all. Now that we've gotten a good look at this case, it's time to do the case swap with the Mad60he. Because this thing needs it. It sounds like an anvil right now. The first thing we need to do to disassemble the Mad60he is to take off these keycaps, then undo the screws underneath. Once you have that done, you can take out the PCB and top plate. Before we put the PCB and top plate into the new case, we have to grab that piece of foam out of the old case. The reason we need this case foam is to hopefully improve the overall acoustics when we're done. One thing you do need to do is to poke a hole in the center of the foam. What I did to make this process easier for myself was push down where the mounting spot is, and then it'll leave an indent where you need to poke a hole. You don't need a super big hole, just big enough so where you can get it over the mounting spot. Now that that's done, we can put the PCB and top plate into the new case. There will be a little bit of wiggle room, but don't worry about it. Once we screw it in, there won't be any left. And that's actually the next step. So put the screws back in, put the keycaps on, and then you're all done. Before we listen to the sound test, I do want to say a few things. First off, I'd only consider buying this case if you want to improve the overall feel of the keyboard and not necessarily the sound, because I think it made it sound a little worse.